So you want to know more about the connector profile. Well, the connector profile really is one that brings everyone together. The connector is in that space on the contribution compass of southeast. It's a mix of the inspiring energy, that people-focused energy, and the sustaining energy, that grounded energy that's about timing and bringing it back to earth. So often you'll find the connector being all about this idea of bringing the right people together at the right time. When you think about how to spot a connector, you can have that image in your mind of someone looking on their cell phone, trying to find the contact details for someone to send to the person that they happen to be sitting with having a coffee. Or someone at a networking event, energetically engaging with everyone there, collecting up business cards and exchanging numbers. Connectors really look for meaningful working relationships. And so for connectors to be really engaged within the team, it's important that the team that they're part of is one that they feel connected to or belonging with, and that they feel like the work that they're doing or the work that they're doing as a team is meaningful. But it's important that a connector has a lot of varied and high quality human interaction. If a connector is deprived of that people contact, that opportunity to engage with others in their role, they're not going to fulfill their potential, and ultimately they won't create their maximum contribution. I've always found that in our organization, connectors have this ability to build social capital that escalates in value over time. And the more connectors have been given the opportunity in our business to focus on the people, the more social capital they've created, both in and outside our organization. You see, connectors tend to listen deeply. They really focus on the person that they're engaging with because they understand that it's more about listening than it is about speaking. Ultimately, connectors have this talent for being grounded and being able to leverage resources, particularly people resources, in the right way at the right time. The flip side for a connector is that they can become overly engaged in the idea of building the contact list, of fattening the contacts book, if you like, for no reason. Without a purpose or an understanding of why they're trying to connect, a connector can get carried away with connecting. What then happens with that as well is connectors can have this challenge with really understanding how to leverage their social capital. They've built this network and they've often built great social capital with people, but they have a challenge understanding how to effectively leverage that for the good of the organization that they either lead or that they're part of. Connectors can also struggle with the idea of looking after themselves. In the context of negotiating a deal, for example, often they'll be the first to bring the right people together at the right time, but not ensure that there's a slice of the pie that they are going to get for the value created from what they've done, bringing the right people together at the right time. It's really important that if you are a connector, that you understand your value in allowing or bringing people together and making sure that there's a way that you look after your pocket in that journey. So great areas for the role or for the involvement of connectors are in networking, are in relationship management, mediation and negotiation, diplomacy in the sort of political, but also in the non-political sense, in the business sense, diplomacy in terms of stakeholder engagement and stakeholder relationships. My advice to you is, if you are a connector, understand where it is that you want to be known. What is the market that you want to be a connector in? What is it that you want to leverage your natural energy as a connector in doing? And if you employ a connector, make sure that their role is aligned with these areas of stakeholder engagement, negotiation, mediation, relationship management, networking and building. And support that connector to understand how to leverage their social capital in relation to their role as a connector. Ultimately, if you really want to understand how to increase the value create or the financial return achieved as a connector, watch the video series on that. In the end, enjoy your journey with the Contribution Compass.